Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Welcome to the graduation ceremony at the University of Akron. Please take a moment now to identify the nearest exit to you so you can safely exit the building if it should become necessary to do so. Out of respect for the dignity of this ceremony, we ask that you turn off your cell phone, pager, or other personal communication or entertainment devices. Please refrain from using personal communication devices during the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding of this request. Our graduation ceremony will begin in a few moments.
Candidates, please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Good morning. My name is Matt Wilson, and I'm the 17th president of the University of Akron. And it's my pleasure this morning to extend a most cordial welcome to all who have joined us for the 220th commencement ceremonies of the University of Akron. Welcome graduates, and also a warm welcome to parents, spouses, relatives, and friends who have truly helped make this day possible. It's a day of achievement, a day of pride, and a day of celebration. Will everyone please rise now and join Catherine Swift in the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Today we are gathered in formal convocation with graduates in the areas of health professions. By way of background, our spring class of 2017 consists of 2,994 candidates from 29 states and 39 countries. This group includes 66 candidates for doctorate degrees, 91 for Juris Doctor degrees, 649 for master's degrees, 1,886 for bachelor's degrees, and 302 for associate's degrees. We will begin with a few important introductions. First and foremost, I would like to introduce the representative of our distinguished faculty, as well as our faculty, including this ceremony's Grand Marshal. Our Grand Marshal today is Professor of Speech, Language Pathology, and Audiology, Dr. Christina English. Will Dr. English, as well as our faculty, please rise and be recognized? Thank you. We're also honored to have with us members of the Board of Trustees of the University of Akron. I ask as they stand, as I call their names, and that they remain standing. We can hold our applause until they've all been introduced. The chairman of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Roland H. Bauer of Silver Lake. Our vice chair, Mrs. Olivia P. DeMoss of Richfield. Mr. Warren L. Wolford of Akron. Dr. Alfred V. Seraldo of Akron. Student trustee Zachary D. Michael of Canton. And Assistant Secretary of the Board and Associate Vice President and Deputy General Counsel, Mr. John J. Riley of Avon. We are honored to have a distinguished public servant with us today as well, the Honorable Robert Peterson from the Ohio Senate. Now please join me in greeting our trustees, board officer, and special guest. Thank you. We are also pleased to have with us, representing the University of Akron administration, several individuals who devote many tireless hours, efforts, their talents on your behalf. Today we have Senior Vice President and Provost, Dr. Rex D. Ramsayer, Vice President of Development, Mrs. Kimberly M. Cole, Chief of Staff, Ms. Barbara Weinzierl, Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. John A. Messina, Dean of the Williams Honors College, Dr. Lakeisha K. Ransom, Dean of University Libraries, Dr. Amy DeChambeau, and Associate Dean of the College of Health Professions, Dr. Marlene Huff. Will you please join me in greeting these colleagues as well? Thank you. We are also pleased to have with us on the platform other important members of the university family. The Associate Director of the Multicultural Center and University Order, Mr. John Alvarez Turner, Director of Alumni Relations, Mr. William Coleman, and our vocalist, Mrs. Catherine Swift, a student in our School of Music. Please join me in greeting these individuals as well. I would now like to ask Mr. Roland Bauer, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to extend greetings on behalf of the board. Mr. Bauer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning. On behalf of the University of Akron's Board of Trustees, I offer a warm welcome to our guests, and especially to the Spring 2017 graduating class. Graduates, you are the primary reason this university exists, and we thank you for entrusting us with your higher education. You had many options from which to choose, and we sincerely hope your Akron experience has proven that you chose wisely. In addition to conveying our gratitude, we want you to know that we appreciate and applaud your accomplishments here. Through great effort and perseverance, you have seized opportunities to broaden and sharpen your thinking, expand your worldview, attain professional and personal growth, and become educated citizens. Now you will have more and greater opportunities to thrive, to contribute, and to serve. My fellow trustees and I wish that the journey awaiting you will be filled with good health, good fortune, and continued success, and will, from time to time, lead you back here to your alma mater. We are honored to join with your families, friends, and faculty in celebrating this important milestone. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. This morning, it's my privilege and honor to share some of my thoughts and remarks with the class of 2017. Most significantly, before I begin my remarks, I would like to wish congratulations to all of our graduates. Graduates, make no mistake about it. What you have achieved is truly, truly remarkable. You've made it through all of your classes, at least the ones you attended, through hundreds of assignments and what may seem like thousands of tests. There's been tough grading, high expectations, challenges, obstacles, good memories, and so many other things along the way. So now, today on this beautiful Sunday morning, we're here to celebrate you and your graduation from the University of Akron. And as we celebrate, it's my honor to share a few thoughts and insights with you. So I was reflecting back, about 2 weeks ago, I set off on a journey to 6 different universities in Asia, including 3 in China, 2 in Japan, and 1 in South Korea. During my trip, I drove by ageless city walls, towering pagodas, ancient temples, modern skyscrapers. I observed and interacted with people from 3 distinctly cultures. I even had the opportunity of kicking off the 13th annual Ballroom Dancing Championships in China. Now, mind you, I didn't dance, I don't dance, but they asked me to share a few remarks in English and 2 sentences that I learned in Chinese about 15 minutes before my speech. I don't speak Chinese, so I hope that my teacher taught me to say the right thing. In any event, as I traveled around Asia, I was struck by the high regard that others have for the University of Akron and the value of our degrees. Looking from the outside in, the world truly sees how UA embraces excellence in academics, research, healthcare, experiential learning, music, arts, sports, and so many, many other things. In fact, the world realizes that the University of Akron empowers lives. It empowers your life. Personally, I'm grateful for UA and its positive impact on our city, our state, the region, the country, and even the world. Hopefully you too have felt this impact and that you have much gratitude for this great university. Now, as you move forward, you truly can show your gratitude simply by expressing Akron pride during conversations, in social media, and by finding ways to support us going forward. But even more significantly than that, never ever take your degree for granted. Always stand proud of your achievements. I don't know if you realize it, but at any point in time, there's only 7% of the world's population that has ever graduated from college. So that puts you in an elite class, a place where you can actually go and make a difference. And today, you have arrived at your graduation ceremony, or as we like to call it, commencement. In fact, I started to reflect. I was drafting this speech on my way back from Asia. My flight from Tokyo back to Akron was really, really long. So, what better thing to do than to think about you? And as I started to think about what I might say today, I was thinking about how we talk about graduation and commencement interchangeably. Now, mind you, I'm a lawyer, and lawyers love to break down words. And so I started to break down the words of graduation and commencement. Point in fact, if you think about it, these words, although they're used interchangeably, they do not mean the same thing. In fact, you could say that they even point in opposite directions. To graduate, it means to advance to a new level, to leave a current status and condition, and rise to a new one. And to commence, well, you know the meaning of that word. At least you should know it if you're sitting here in a cap and gown today. But in a more symbolic sense, graduation really encourages you to look back at who you have been and how far you have come. It is a way of raising your hands and saying, in the words of the movie The Sound of Music, if you've ever seen it, "So long, farewell. I hate to go and leave this pretty sight." Or more simply, "It's been great, thank you for the memories." Your impending graduation should enable you to reflect on the successes, accomplishments, and growth that you have experienced while studying here at UA. But on the other hand, commencement really has a different connotation. Commencement spins you around 180 degrees in the opposite direction. It prompts you to put a foot forward and say, "Here I come, world, look out." So commencement, it should be a time for you to focus on where you're headed in the future, what you will accomplish next, and how you will best continue to learn and grow. That is why we refer to this ceremony today as a commencement as opposed to a graduation. Now, my wordsmithing isn't done. In fact, there's one other word that I want to focus on. But before I get there, I want to let you know that at this point in your life, at your commencement, we feel it's our duty as your alma mater, in the midst of this celebration, to gently tap you on the shoulder, to point to the horizon and say, "Go, full speed ahead." So today, as your president, speaking on behalf of your alma mater, let's pause and talk about that other term, alma mater. Have you ever thought about what alma mater means? Alma mater is Latin. It means nourishing or bountiful mother. How appropriate for Mother's Day. Nourishing and bountiful mother. Well, that's what we, the faculty, administrators, and staff of the University of Akron, have tried to do for you. We have tried to create a nourishing, bountiful, rich environment and experience. In fact, as your alma mater, we hope that we can continue to do the same and serve as your nourishing mother going forward. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Parenthood. It stars Steve Martin, very funny actor. In this movie, there's really a poignant, bittersweet moment when the patriarch character in this movie, played by Jason Robard, discusses the responsibilities of parenthood with his son, Steve Martin. Robard says of parenting, it never ends. There is no end zone. You never cross the goal line. You never spike the ball. You never do a touchdown dance. Never. Now, the parents seated here in the balcony and here in the audience probably know exactly what I mean. As a father of 4 and a grandfather of 2, I certainly do. The parents that are sitting among us today understand that parenthood is a lifelong responsibility, privilege and joy. In fact, we here at the University of Akron feel the same attachment with you. So today, in our role as parents, we say to you, commence. But just like any good parent who's sending their child out the door before they leave, I want to make sure that you have what you need before you go. So as you stand at this threshold, I know you're eager and anxious for your next adventure. But I've been a dad much too long to let this opportunity go without offering you some advice. So I turned to the late Stephen R. Covey. Stephen R. Covey was a professor, one of the world's foremost leadership authorities, organizational experts, authors, and thought leaders. His most popular book was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you haven't read it, I would encourage you to do so. There, Mr. Covey advocated that when we try to decide what we want to do in life, that we should actually begin or commence with the end in mind. So, how do you do that? Well, you set a goal, and then you keep on working towards it, keeping in mind that the pathway might not always be straight. Your presence at this ceremony should be proof to you of the validity of that advice. You set a goal, and you got here. This moment, you're seated here in cap and gown, probably wishing that I would stop talking so that you could come up and get your degree. But this goal is really what you had in mind when you enrolled as freshmen or when you transferred here as a junior. You set a goal, and now you're on the verge of reaching that goal. Now, how you got to this commencement is as varied as the faces in the crowd. Some of you are from Akron, some of you are from Columbus, others of you are from rural Ohio, from Pennsylvania, New York, from California, from overseas. Maybe some of you changed majors once, twice, 3 times, or like my daughter, you've done it 4 times. She would argue it was 3. Maybe you stuck to the program and you sliced right through it. Maybe you did something like me. I started my studies in 1988 and I finished in 1995. Maybe you're graduating in 2 years, 4 years, or 6. Maybe life intervened and you deferred college or even your graduation. Regardless of what you did and how you came to it, whether your path to this moment was a straight line or it was meandering wobble, you knew where you wanted it to lead. That was to this day. Then you did the work, you took the steps, and you arrived here today. But regardless of the fact that we all come from different backgrounds, there's one thing that I know that holds true with all of you. You persevered and you never gave up. You worked. And I'm guessing that it wasn't easy. Going forward, remember this advice and replicate that process. Know that there's enormous power in knowing what your goal is, setting your mind to it, and going. Keeping in mind that success also demands effort, grit, commitment, sacrifice. Sometimes a lot of patience too. But it starts with knowing what you want and where you want to go. So as you move forward, as you commence, pursue your goals now. There may be some of you, though, that still aren't sure 100% what your goal is. If that's the case, It's absolutely fine. Don't despair. Redouble your efforts to discover that goal. Talk to those that are around you, your parents, your colleagues, your classmates, your friends, your professors. Develop that goal and pursue it. So that leads me to my second piece of advice, which is to run hard towards your goal. Run fast. Excel while paying attention to what really matters in life. I've discovered that true happiness is not measured in zeros on a paycheck or in a bank account. There are so many, many more things beyond just the zeros. Happiness is measured in relationships. So I would encourage you to value your existing relationships with your classmates, with your professors, with your friends. But don't stop there. Always look to develop new ones. Have the smile on your face. Don't fear an outstretched hand. And always, always be grateful. In fact, make sure to express gratitude to those who have supported you as you have obtained your degree. You can go to the Dollar General store, and there they've got a pack of thank you notes. And for an investment of $1 and some of your time, you can truly make a difference by expressing gratitude. And as you go forward, not only have gratitude in your heart, but have joy. Find ways to enjoy the journey. In fact, your journey to here today has probably taken less time than you had imagined. As you enjoy the journey, keep in mind, though, that if wealth is your only, if even your primary goal, you run the risk of a life that lacks genuine happiness or fulfillment. During my lifetime, it seems that the average home size has increased, while the average family size has decreased. Seems like we have many more time-saving devices, but we have far less time to spend together with our families. Or when you're spending time with your families, seems like everyone's attention is buried in their electronic devices. Affluence is up, but happiness seems to be down, at least according to the press and others around. So why doesn't money buy greater happiness? Well, going back to the words of Professor Covey, he observed, our life should not be about accumulation, it should be about contribution. So what does that mean? Well, the real wealth in life comes from contributing to your friendships, contributing to your family, finding fulfillment in your work. It comes in the satisfaction of overcoming obstacles. It comes in strengthening your relationship with your God and in what you have contributed to others. Now that leads to my last piece of advice. Always, as you move forward, keep in mind that whether you like it or not, you represent more than just yourself. In fact, you are connected to others, and your decisions and actions will impact them, for better or worse. I learned this valuable lesson one summer day, it's a very hot day actually, when I was supposed to cut my family's lawn. I must have been 12 or 13 at the time. Yard work and other chores felt like the banes of my existence. Probably didn't help that I was the oldest of 6 kids. Sometimes I felt like I was just free labor for my dad. I felt like all of the responsibilities were excessively heaped on my shoulders. My loving mother would encourage me to get my chores done before I did anything else. Boy, how I hated those days. Now, I was living for the moment. I was not living for the future. So I look back, oh, how I love those days. But you know, I learned a lot of really valuable experiences. In fact, this day, I happened to be cutting the lawn when some of my friends stopped by to see if I would join them for a game of basketball. If you've gotten to know me at all, you probably know that I like basketball, and it doesn't take much to prod me away to get me to go and shoot some hoops. But at the time, I'd only done half of the front lawn, and I still had half of it to cut as well as the entire backyard. But being as an all-knowing 13-year-old, I figured that I deserved a break. The grass wasn't going anywhere. Certainly it wouldn't grow that fast, and I could get back to the lawn later. To me, it really wasn't a big deal. So off to play basketball I went. It was quite a successful afternoon as we played and we played and we played. Well, as you might imagine, time got away from me. Several hours passed, and I decided that I better be getting home. And as I started to hop, skip, and jump home, I rounded the corner to see my father, dripping in sweat from his brow after a hard day of work, lugging 2 bags of grass cuttings from our backyard out to the curb for the garbage man the next day. My heart sank. Certainly I was doomed. I was sure that my father would be furious with me, and I braced myself for the worst. So, I had to implement a strategy. My strategy was to run to my father's side, profusely apologize, beg to his forgiveness, and hopefully be able to complete the very last portion of my task to avoid what I thought I had coming. But to my surprise, instead of yelling, my father expressed his disappointment. He looked at me and he said, "Matt, I'm disappointed in you." Boy, you talk about something piercing the soul. It was a good job of doing it. Now, my father posed a simple question to me, though. He said specifically, "Matt, what does it say about you and our family if you start a task only to leave it halfway done? Your efforts, or your lack thereof, are there for the entire world to see. The neighborhood would be able to see that you started the job and you stopped." My dad went on to say, if you start something, Matt, you need to promptly finish it, doing so both with care and with excellence. He taught me that I should never give only half an effort and never leave anything halfway done. Now, 35 years later, I still reflect upon that experience. My dad taught me a very valuable lesson that day. And perhaps one of the strongest lessons from this was, what does it say about you and your family if you don't act with excellence? Now, with this graduation, Zips, you are forever part of the University of Akron family. Our institutional reputation reflects on you, and your individual reputation reflects on us. So my advice to you is always complete the task, any task at hand, with excellence. Step up, be proactive, do your UA family proud, while at the same time, constantly be thinking about ways to best contribute. As I look around today, there's so much opportunity for you. You are the leaders now and in the future. You can be leaders in so many respects. And being a leader doesn't mean that you need to be out in front of everyone. You can lead from the front, the back, or the middle. It can be in your profession. Keep in mind that your profession not only benefits you, but somehow it contributes to the greater good. See that any activity that you do includes the giving of your time, talents, and treasures to other people and great causes. These will be sources of genuine and lasting joy. In today's world, it's very easy to become discouraged. Seems like people are always cutting one another down. They're always fighting. You have all of this vitriol that's out there today. Now's the opportunity for you, taking your education here at the University of Akron, the experiences that you've learned and hopefully the wisdom that you've inherited, to build bridges, to do good, to engage in listening, to have active conversation, to reach across aisles and bridges, and to be able to find ways to work together. Keeping in mind that every day you have many, many choices. Those choices shape the person and professional that you will become. And as you make those choices, choose to show respect, tolerance, compassion, and hope. Always have faith. Never lose the faith. Choose to act ethically, responsibly, and consistently. The choices that you make not only shape who you are, but they will shape your society and the community around you. As Akron graduates, you are destined to become leaders in your family, your communities, your professions, and in society as a whole. Keeping in mind that when making small decisions, as well as great ones, you can have that impact. And through the smallest and simplest things, a smile, a hello, a good morning, a shake of the hand, tap on the shoulder, a kind word, you truly can make a difference, because through small and simple things, great things can come to pass. I hope that your experience here at your alma mater has taught you to do your best, to work hard, and to always contribute. Graduates, celebrate your graduation today. Then continue this commencement tomorrow. Your commencement the next day and each day thereafter by engaging this world with confidence, gratitude, and resolve. Graduates, it's time to go out into the world. Make your family proud. Make yourself proud. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you. So as we've been talking about your alma mater, it's only appropriate that I invite everyone to now rise and to join Catherine Swift in singing of our alma mater. The words to the alma mater are provided on page 72 of your program.
Close beside Cuyahoga's waters, stream of amber hue, old Bucht summit's glory weaves the gold and blue. Here we Akron sound her praises, speed them on the gale. Ever stand our alma mater, Akron Hill, all hail.
Thank you. Please be seated. It is only appropriate that we give special recognition to those graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement in completing an undergraduate degree. On page 12 of your program, you will find an explanation of the criteria for awarding these special designations. Recipients of academic honors are also noted individually in your program. As each group is called, I ask that its members please rise and remain standing. As they do, I ask our audience to take note of the honor cords, stoles, and medallions worn by these graduates. They stand as symbols of their exemplary accomplishments. I would also ask that you hold your applause until all have been recognized. So, will all those graduating summa cum laude please rise, followed by those graduating magna cum laude, will you please rise, followed by those graduating cum laude, please rise. Will those graduating with highest distinction, high distinction, or distinction, if you're not already standing, please rise? And can I have the Williams Honor Scholars please rise as well? We also have students who have been inducted into collegiate honor societies. Can they please rise? If you can join me in recognizing all of these students, it would be appreciated. Thank you, graduates. In addition to these scholars, we recognize those who have served in our nation. If we have any candidates who are veterans or active members of our armed forces, we would please invite them to rise at this time. Thank you for your service. Now we will proceed with the conferral of the undergraduate degrees. Dr. Graham's here.
Will Associate Dean Marlene Huff and candidates for degrees from the College of Health Professions please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of one of the undergraduate degrees in the college. With the approval of the dean and the faculty, these students are now presented to you to receive their undergraduate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsayer. Now, exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all of the requirements the appropriate degree, with all of the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Graduates, would you please be seated for a moment? Now, candidates, the time has come. As evidence of your achievements, you will be called to the stage to receive your diploma. Please follow the directions of the university marshals. I look forward to greeting each of you personally on the stage.
In appreciation and respect for all of our graduates, we would like you to hold your applause and any acknowledgments of your individual student so that our graduates and their guests are able to hear their names called. From the College of Health Professions, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, Nicole Bowman. Summa cum laude, Ricky Emmaheiser. Cum laude, Catherine Fike. Summa cum laude, Miranda Hendress. Summa cum laude, Molly Hoover. Magna cum laude, Morgan Kendall. Cum laude, Angel Magel. Magna cum laude, Alexandra McDonald. Matthew Morrison. Summa cum laude, Mary Margaret Ondak. Summa cum laude, Alyssa Pennington. Summa cum laude, Hannah Peterson. Cum laude, Jaden Shadwick. Magna cum laude, Maria Scora. Summa cum laude, Jessica Smith. Cum laude, Kristen Tandra. Kirsten Vaughn. Cum laude, Kimberly Wetzel. Cum laude, Caitlin Wiggins. Jamira Wilcoxon. Cum laude, Taylor Wisberger. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Child Life Specialist, magna cum laude, Hannah Markham. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts Social Work, cum laude, Morgan Baker. Cum laude, Abigail Bartholomew. Kayla Boyd. Cum laude, Philip Burkholder. Shanice Campbell. Magna cum laude, Leighton Carter. Catherine Chapin. Brenda Clark. Cum laude, Courtney Crabb. Cum laude, Melissa Crawford. Magna cum laude, Pamela DiBiasio. Brittany Dixon. Summa cum laude, Amanda Fisher. Summa cum laude, Olivia Gutbrod. Summa cum laude, Abigail Hoheider. Courtney Lamp. Llewellyn LaShore IV. Magna cum laude, Allie Long. Cum laude, April Magno. Shanna Martin. Cum laude, Courtney Miller. Brianna Mitchell. Cum laude, Shanika Moore. Jennifer Smead. Allison Stark. Eric Taylor. John Thomas. Cum laude, Wilfredo Torres. Kaya Tyler. Cum laude, Faith Walters. Magna cum laude, Desiree Weesey. Heather Wilson. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Speech Language Pathology and Audiology, Alexio Aurelio. Magna cum laude, Aminatu Ba. Megan Bray. Summa cum laude, Elizabeth Connolly. Lonnie Johnson. Sarah Kabosh. Summa cum laude, Kendall Kelly. Cum laude, Kate Marble. Victoria Moldovan. Kayla Rogers. Eleni Santarelli, also receiving Associate of Science. Magna cum laude, Sarah Sahanik. Magna cum laude, Amanda Thomas. Holly Tverdik. Summa cum laude, Katie White. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Wortman. Summa cum laude, Marley Yarian. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Athletic Training, Jacob Balka. Thomas Barrett. Adam Bingley. Cum laude, Nathan Doles. Magna cum laude, Abby Eric. Julie Gibson. Summa cum laude, Matthew Heinel. Ryan Jankowski. Jeffrey Keeling. Bria Larsel. Magna cum laude, Gabrielle Matthews. Tracy Males. Haley Scoville. Alexandra Ziegler, also receiving Bachelor of Science in Education. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Dietetics, cum laude, Thomas Arend. Avril Braden. Cum laude, Melissa Bucci. Cum laude, Angela Sioka. Cum laude, Maggie D'Amico. Summa cum laude, Kayla Ferber. Emily Imlay. Magna cum laude, Lindsay Kashak. Magna cum laude, Brooke Kemp. Sarah Knox. Summa cum laude, Adam Laredo. Summa cum laude, Leanna Massey. Magna cum laude, Adam Nachman. Bridget Newman. Cum laude, Brittany Paul. Magna cum laude, Marco Pollock. Magna cum laude, Miranda Petragash. Cum laude, Mary Petrucci. Taylor Rayburn. Cum laude, Jenna Red. Magna cum laude, Emily Reynolds. Summa cum laude, Abby Wadian. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Education, Lauren Amstutz. Asti Atchinson. Joshua Ayers. Brianna Barnes. Magna cum laude, Eric Bojan. Magna cum laude, Marissa Baklowski. Caitlin Bottom. Trayvon Chapman. Thomas Collier. Cum laude, Brian Cox. Magna cum laude, Rachel Degla. Magna cum laude, Robert Dershang. Summa cum laude, Mary Catherine Drockton. Cum laude, Brittany Ely. Sean Goodwin. Summa cum laude, Kevin Graw. Joseph Greathouse II. Magna cum laude, Taylor Grenig. Rachel Hamilton. Cum laude, Andrew Hammond. Andrew Hauser. Brandon Hayes. Mitchell Hepburn. Jason Hertek. Magna cum laude, Jordan Hull. Rafaela Howe. Summa cum laude, Nicholas Hoy. Magna cum laude, Rhea Hughes. Aaron Jackson Jr. Summa cum laude, Iris Javersak. James Jefferson. Cum laude, Caitlin Kaltwasser. Madeline Cownis. Magna cum laude, Paige Kelkenberg. Summa cum laude, Christy Kester. Austin Cook. Zachary Coleman. Taylor Coop Lance. Ryan Cordacrax. Jacob Lambert. Christopher Loesch. Summa cum laude, Taylor McQuaid. Cum laude, Darius Martin. Magna cum laude, Amanda Montemeyer. Derek Muma. Brent Morgan. Cum laude, Chandler Morgan. Summa cum laude, Paige Murrock. Michael Meislewick. Lindsay Nikolich. Chad Knox. Vincent O'Leary. John J. Otterman. Magna cum laude, Hannah Polochik. Jessica Payne. Cum laude, Sydney Reed. Simon Reed. Simone Reed, excuse me. Alexandra Ricketts. Summa cum laude, Jeremy Shadowald. Ashley Schaefer. Tolan Shane. Spencer Shreve. Dale Shovik. Cum laude, Angela Sullivan. Magna cum laude, Cody Tomasco. Catherine Walsh. John Williams. Daniel Yeoman. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Food and Environmental Nutrition, Sean Backus. Wesley Copeland. Heather Daniels. Brittany Klein. Amanda Leuenberger. Amanda Lloyd. Magna cum laude, Cameron Lorenzen. Cum laude, Ashley Porter. Summa cum laude, Luke Rocco. Cum laude, Madison Stubby. Gwendolyn Sir. Cum laude, Stormy Trader.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, summa cum laude, Maria Alexander. Rachel Alto. Summa cum laude, Natalie Andrews. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Ardale. Cum laude, Sarah Awad. Summa cum laude, Elaine Babick. Carly Baker. Magna cum laude, Gabriela Baumann. Magna cum laude, Callie Baumberger. Taylor Baumiller. Michaela Belapataski. Cum laude, Nicole Belinovich. Magna cum laude, Dakota Black. Aaron Bojanek. Erica Bonney. Bethany Brott. Justin Brown. Magna cum laude, Taylor Byers. Summa cum laude, Ashley Capistrain. Alyssa Carroll. Caitlin Casantini. Cum laude, Jessica Cheney. Samantha Chaplin. Cum laude, Brianna Clark. Anna Kogan. Summa cum laude, Kathleen Cassadine. Jennifer Cordray. Magna cum laude, Kelsey Cottrell. Summa cum laude, Darren Crooks. Alexis Cross. Kelly Crow. Emma Davis. Brendan Dietz. Cum laude, Megan Dick. Magna cum laude, Thomas Dixon. Ashley Dolezal. Magna cum laude, Dana Dort. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Dubravitz. Summa cum laude, Claire Dye. Tyler Emery. Cum laude, Lauren Faznot. Cum laude, Michaela Foisey. Summa cum laude, Megan France. Gina Frisson. Jeffrey George. Magna cum laude, Kathleen Galata. Cum laude, Lyra Guru. Cum laude, Gabrielle Glandorf, also receiving cum laude Bachelor of Arts. Tiana Green. Magna cum laude, Haley Grubert. Barbara Gunlock. Carly Hart. Summa cum laude, Jessica Harvey. Molly Hohenstein. Candom Hayes. Brenda Hemphill. Magna cum laude, Haley Horstman. Cum laude, Caitlin Houston. Cum laude, Caitlin Howard. Magna cum laude, Holly Hauser. Caitlin Huey. Cum laude, Joy Wong. Magna cum laude, Aaron Jackson. Cum laude, Olivia Jacob. Magna cum laude, Joe Janis. Cum laude, Kristen Johnson. Magna cum laude, Allison Johnston. Magna cum laude, Angela Cossack. Summa cum laude, Baljit Kaur. Cum laude, Mackenzie Keller. Magna cum laude, Sophia Keller. Sierra Kidd. Magna cum laude, Aaron Kometz. Magna cum laude, Theodore Kabasti, Jr. Danielle Lawler. Cole Lawson. Melanie Libo. Alexandra Lupo. Cum laude, Cassandra Macero. Cum laude, McKenna Mayfield. Bianca McHale. Dannon McClanahan. Cum laude, Megan McClung. Magna cum laude, Jacqueline McCullough. Cum laude, Morgan McOwen. Summa cum laude, Lauren McNary. Cum laude, Krista Michaels. Brittany Milbach. Nicole Mitchell. Summa cum laude, Emily Montag. Haley Moses. Tawny Mayette. Ashley Myers. Cum laude, Tyler Neubauer. Magna cum laude, Daniel Nolt. Brittany Norman. Cum laude, Emily Page. Summa cum laude, Alyssa Pagney. Sarah Parsons. Summa cum laude, Cale Patterson. Cum laude, Donna Patterson. Cum laude, Anna Perkins. Magna cum laude, Christina Peters. Megan Pierce. Cum laude, Deborah Platts. Alexandra Pressman. Magna cum laude, Christina Pumphrey. Amy Rafferty. Kaylee Raymakers. Magna cum laude, Alexa Roberts. Tanya Rogers. Magna cum laude, Mary Rudd. Magna cum laude, Michaela Rohr. Cum laude, Tamara Ross. Cum laude, Jamie Rouse. Jania Rutino. Magna cum laude, Kelly Salapsky. Summa cum laude, Nathan Sample. Jasprit Sangha. Brianna Shad. Magna cum laude, Tyler Siebold. Cum laude, Susan Settle. Sarah Schaefer. Cum laude, Sophia Simone. Cum laude, Emily Smallsreed. Nicole Smith. Cum laude, Erica Stauffer. Magna cum laude, Anne Marie Shuchi. Summa cum laude, Abigail Sutliff. Magna cum laude, Emily Swain. Cum laude, Gwendolyn Salego. Summa cum laude, Megan Tamburello. Summa cum laude, Ariel Thomas. Tanisha Thomas. Irene Takak. Summa cum laude, Kristen Trowbridge. Nicholas Vasilatos. Roxanne Vernyuk. Mitchell Wall. Emma Webb. Cum laude, Kaylin Wilhelm. Cum laude, Bailey Willis. Cum laude, Emily Willis. Summa cum laude, Mallory Wilson. Summa cum laude, Melanie Wolf. Cum laude, Jocelyn Woon. Magna cum laude, Ashley Yelton. Cum laude, Caitlin Zacharias. Magna cum laude, Joseph Zimmerman. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy Technology, Jessica Abrig. Cum laude, Tariq Al-Harbi. Summa cum laude, Courtney Ambrose. Paul Arditi, also receiving Bachelor of Science in Organizational Supervision. Amanda Blackburn. Audrey Crawford. Summa cum laude, Autumn Fessler. Summa cum laude, Eleanor Fry. Cum laude, Alana Hanlon. Amanda Kiefer. Cum laude, Sherilyn Kirkbride. Jordan Laviano. Haley Manuel. Jake Powers. Andrea Walker. Receiving the degree Associate of Applied Science and Medical Assisting Technology, Tamara Carlin. With distinction, Christina Cool. Shakari Dorsey. Jordan Fanai. Jordan Gatewood. Mackenzie Greer. Sosina Hapte. Hannah Lehner. Emily Morrell. With distinction, Emily Powell. Kaja Powell. Megan Schott. Kayla Sweezy. Yua Yang. Receiving the degree Associate of Applied Science in Radiologic Technology with highest distinction, Courtney Blizzard. With distinction, Tiffany Berge. With highest distinction, April Croyle. With distinction, Caitlin Doherty. Kimberly Davis. With distinction, Mahala Dedinger. With distinction, Nicole Goff. With highest distinction, Brenda Gall. With high distinction, Sarah Hahn. With distinction, Catherine Hausman. With high distinction, Shamelis Jana Sr. Jacob Kusay. Cecily Cust. With distinction, Alyssa McLaughlin. Taylor McMahon. Ashley Moore. Adrian Patron. With highest distinction, Caitlin Phillips. With highest distinction, Emily Portman. Benjamin Rossler. With high distinction, Brooke Vadnal.
Okay, so class of 2017. It's now time to signify your new status as graduates by taking your tassel and turning it to the left side of your mortar boards. Congratulations! Wonderful. All right, so building on the theme that hopefully you took away from my remarks, no one makes the journey to this day alone. You've been supported in many ways by parents, spouses, friends, loved ones, many of whom are here today, or maybe they're tuning in live online. In many cases, they have worked and sacrificed much to help you achieve your dream. Maybe they've even paid much. So I think it's appropriate that now you stand and acknowledge all of your family members and friends who are here today. So please rise, turn to the audience, and express your appreciation. All right, so now I have an idea. You know, as graduates, as you were walking across the stage, I heard a lot of shout outs. I felt a lot of love. Now you've expressed your appreciation. So I would encourage the audience to rise and to give your graduates a shout out. Bring it. I love it. All right, please be seated for the final portion of our ceremony. So the thought that comes into my mind right now really is go Zips. And graduates, you are now alumni of the University of Akron. And so as we think about Zip's spirit, I want to ask Mr. William Coleman, class of 2008 and 2010, who also serves as director of our Alumni Association, to officially welcome you into the University of Akron Alumni Association. Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, President Wilson, and congratulations, fellow alumni. As we draw near the end of this special commencement ceremony, a day which you have indeed earned, you will rise from your seat and walk out those doors of this great hall, a proud graduate of the University of Akron. before you do, let me tell you that you are about to become part of a larger family. A family made up of more than 176,000 Akron alumni spanning the world. In 1870, this university was founded on the principles of equal education and philanthropy. Just 3 years later, our university, then known as Buchtel College, graduated its very first student, a woman named Susie Chamberlain, who earned a Bachelor of Science degree. That year, Buchtel College graduated 4 students. This weekend, we graduate nearly 3,000. That is 3,000 graduates, and you can applaud that. That's quite all right. "3,000 of you who will join a solid foundation of Akron alumni, grounded in achievement, one with a reputation for putting our heads down and going to work. We are national champions. We are Olympic medalists. We are business owners, award-winning writers, artists, educators, and may I just add, pretty awesome nurses too. We are the Akron Blue and Gold, and we Zips are everywhere. We are a family, and we take care of our own. As alumni director, I extend to each of you an invitation to build on and strengthen this common bond, to stay involved with your alma mater, from recruiting new Zips to mentoring current ones, to sharing professional experiences to a class where you once were a student, and when given the opportunity to do so, to hire your fellow Zips. For there now exists among us an eternal linkage, and know that your achievements will add to the collective success of our alma mater, our community, our nation, and our world. So, on behalf of more than 176,000 alumni worldwide, I am pleased and very honored to welcome you all as members of the University of Akron Alumni Association. Best wishes in all you do, fellow alumni. And go Zips!
So today wouldn't be complete unless we had the opportunity to hear from one of your own, a member of the class of 2017. So the class of 2017's response today will be delivered by Ashley Capistrain. Before I call Ashley forward, though, allow me to tell you a little bit about Ashley. Ashley graduates today summa cum laude from the Williams Honors College and from the College of Health Professions, having earned a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing with an amazing cumulative GPA of 3.99. She has made the Dean's List every semester and the President's List, which actually, by the way, requires a 4.0 GPA in that semester from 2015 to 2017. In addition to being an Honors College Scholar, Ashley received the Cameos of Caring Nursing Scholarship throughout her time here. The president of our University Honors Nursing Group since 2015, Ashley also participated in a medical mission trip to Ghana, Africa in 2014. She's been a nursing student technician at Summa Akron City Hospital since 2015, and she's participated in research projects both here and at Akron Children's Hospital. Somehow, she found time also to be a member of the Zips Recruiting Club, Sigma Theta Tau, Rotaract Club, the Emerging Leader Program, and for 4 years was a member of the AK Rowdy Students Group. She even served as vice president of that group in 2014 and 2015. Following graduation, Ashley has accepted a position as a registered nurse at Summa Akron City Hospital on a medical surgical unit. So we're glad she's going to stay close by. Ashley is the daughter of Carl and Lori of Uniontown, Ohio. Now, before I turn the time over to Ashley, hopefully I won't embarrass her, she's developed this interesting tradition. Her first day of school, I've been informed that Ashley had laryngitis. So it would only be fitting on her last day of her university career for her to have laryngitis as well. So I invite you to listen close, because we're really, really honored, Ashley, that you would tough it out and come and address each one of us. So I'm going to turn the time over to Ashley.
Thank you, President Wilson, and thank you, Mr. Coleman, for your welcome to the University of Akron Alumni Association. On behalf of the Spring 2017 graduating class, I proudly accept your invitation to continue our relationship with our alma mater by joining the Alumni Association. First, I want to thank all of the parents, family, friends, faculty, and guests who have joined us to celebrate this day. And for all of the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I know, at least for my mom, there's no better gift to receive today than to see her baby graduate from college. Class of 2017, we did it. Do you remember the last time we were all together? It was 4 years ago at InfoCision Stadium for New Brew Weekend. I remember them telling us to take a look around, because the next time we would be together would be on graduation day. Well, here we are. Wow, did the past 4 years fly by. Why don't we take a moment to look around one last time, just like we did 4 years ago? Take a moment to take it all in. Chances are you won't remember what was said today, but you will remember the family and friends who surrounded you and the feelings of accomplishment you are experiencing. Just as we have evolved from freshmen into alumni, the big question in our lives has changed as well. At New Brew Weekend, we asked ourselves, can I really do this? For many of us, the question today is, now what? On one hand, we don't want to act too impulsively. On the other hand, the humorist Will Rogers got it right when he said, even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Maybe the answer to our immediate future lies in our immediate past. Over the last 4 years, we made connections. We broadened our intellects, ignited new passions, and earned degrees. Now it's time to take all of this and do something positive with it. It's important that we find the fuel that pushes and inspires us to keep moving forward on our own individual tracks. For me, it was my family and a medical mission trip I took to Africa my freshman year. They kept me on track, and they kept me moving. I'm sure each of us has found our own sources of fuel that led us here. Be assured, we will find more out there. We just have to look for it. During our time here at Akron, we survived our tough classes. We braved the walk to class in our crazy Ohio weather. We even found ways to have fun while being virtually broke. We learned, we questioned others, we questioned ourselves, and we grew. We gained the means and the ability to make a positive change in others' lives. We are on the right track. As we leave the University of Akron today as graduates, let us remember Will Rogers' advice. Let's act on our passions, continue to challenge ourselves, and use the tools our education has given us to continue moving forward on our own tracks. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2017. We did it.
Now I would like to take a moment and acknowledge the many individuals whose good work made this ceremony possible. First, let us thank our musicians, beginning with our vocalist, Mrs. Catherine Swift. Our guitarist who played beautiful music as you crossed the stage, Mr. Tyler Spalizzo. And Dr. Christopher Blaha and the University of Akron Brass Choir. Let us also thank the University Marshals, whom you see in their gold robes. They are faculty and staff members who volunteer their time to help organize and facilitate the ceremony. Thank you to our marshals. And last but not least, let us also thank our interpreter, Ms. Linda Laughlin Williams. And so now we conclude our commencement ceremony. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and the University of Akron family everywhere, I wish you much happiness, much success, and many happy returns to your alma mater. And to all the mothers and grandmothers in attendance, best wishes for a happy Mother's Day. We love you. Thank you.
As we conclude our commencement exercises, we ask the stage party to please rise and remain standing. We ask our graduates to rise and remain standing. Guests of our graduates, please remain seated until our recessional has concluded. We also suggest that you meet your graduate outside on the Thomas Hall Plaza. Thank you for attending the 220th commencement exercises of the University of Akron.